what is your stance on college tuition? What do we do about that?
Well, we've talked a lot about, in this campaign, we've talked a lot about what we need to do as far as providing free education for college students. And we've talked about, on the reverse side of that, what we're going to do with the student loan debt that students who are out now have already accumulated. So starting with free college education, my frustration with the Democratic Party, part of my frustration is that we used to, as a Democratic Party, we used to actually propose ideas. We used to come up with innovative things. We used to come up with ideas, and then we would test them out. We would run things through. We'd find out. We would actually held hearings, and we would find out if what would work, what wouldn't. I got frustrated during the campaign because Bernie Sanders presented a program for free college education in public schools. Immediately, the Democratic Party, he hadn't proposed it more than half a day, and the Democratic Party part of it, the establishment, the news organizations started pouncing on him. You can't do that. You can't even try it. We're not going to listen to that. It's too expensive. It's too this. We can't be implemented. That is not the party I grew up with, and that's the party so many millennials are frustrated with and want to leave, because what are you going to do when you hear a party say, we're not even going to try? We're not even going to make an effort. We're not even going to see if it'll work. You know, he proposed an idea that should have been discussed and should be, and I absolutely agree with, by the way. And it should have been something that should be on the table and we should be talking about so that people can get a free college education, not only for people in four-year colleges, but people in community colleges, people in vocational schools. That needs to be something on the table. Absolutely. The second thing is we have to deal with the student loan debt, because it is a serious problem, mostly for millennials. I've talked about that. I have several things I think we need to discuss. Number one, we have to buy back the loans. The government needs to buy back the loans from private corporations, because we're never going to get anything done as long as private organizations are looking to make a profit off student loans. The government has to buy the loans back. Secondly, once the government buys the loans back, what we have to do is implement a program where we drop the interest rates either to a very low percent, a 1 or 2%, or a 0%, depending on what we think we can do. And thirdly, people should be rewarded for taking public service jobs or for doing community service, even in addition to their job, by having their student loans reduced. So that's what I believe our plan is.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.